It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape Breeders in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.
It's time for race number 6, which is the gold medallion, the Group 1 over 1,200 meters. Get your bets on for race number 6 by 14:40, and this is the start of Jackpot 2. Now, before we get into race number 6, we've got 2 reruns for you. That of Cliffhanger when winning the Godolphin Bob last time out, Lucky Lad when winning his last start, and then interviews with Vaughan Marshall, Dean Cannemeyer and Sean Terry.
Head in front, and it's Lucky Lad in the brown and the white colours. Ripple Effect is back along there inside. Jerusalem Rain behind that, then came Pure Predator, but Lucky Lad is still going strongly. Lucky Lad's heart is just too big. Lucky Lad by 3 lengths. Jerusalem Rain, Ripple Effect was behind those.
Come inside the 200-meter marker, and Golden Tatiana, Cliffhanger. Outlaw King's going to battle right back along the inside. Outlaw King on the inside. Outlaw King, Golden Tatiana, Cliffhanger, a 3-way go. Cliffhanger from Golden Tatiana.
Yeah, what concerns me is the rain that we've had, and the course will be soft. He didn't act in the going last time out. I thought he'd run a lot better. So I'm really worried about Saturday, but if it can dry out a little bit, then he would have a money chance.
Yeah, I think he'd be a lot more comfortable over the 1,200 meter trip. They stood a long time last time in the gates, and he wasn't standing correctly, and he jumped awkwardly, but he was never in the race. He was off the bit all the way in the 1,100, but he fought on to get beat half a length, which was good. So he'd be better over the 1,200 meter trip. I think that run would have done him good. But he's in good shape. Be a good test against some very good horses, but definitely better over the 1,200 meter trip.
The Africa House is 1 from 3, having also seen Hollywoodbets Scottsville when raiding from Gauteng in his last start.
The Africa House lines up in the medallion. He's in good shape. He does seem a horse that will get a bit further, but I'm happy enough with him at home to take our chances here. I have put the cheek pieces on just to help him focus a little bit more in the early parts, and I think he'll be running on strongly.
As expected, shows any amount.
Lucky Lad's preparation has gone very smoothly for this race. He's done all that I've asked of him at home. He's moving well and looking good. He does meet a stronger field here than he met last time, but he's improving and he's the horse to beat.
Yeah, interesting there from Sean Terry. He's the horse to beat, and it's certainly positive comments regarding his runner Lucky Lad, who comes into the race unbeaten, and obviously before Lucky Lad won his last start, there was certainly quite a bit of hype around him winning his first 2 starts, and the manner in which his penultimate start was won was quite encouraging, and 1,200 meters certainly going to suit him. And then we've got Outlaw King, Graham. Dean Cannemeyer made no secret last time out. He thought the 1,100 meter trip would be the undoing to this individual, but he's a lot more confident now that he's running over 1,200. I personally think that Outlaw King will turn the form around with Cliffhanger based on their last start, and it could turn out to be a boat race. But then this horse Red Bomber was so impressive on debut. Can we just easily pass him by, or does he has to go in?
Yeah, you see, this race we were very strong on obviously Winter Cloud in the Alan Robertson, but just a timely reminder there that Golden Tatiana, if you're starting to like Outlaw King to win here and Cliffhanger to win here, we saw that rerun with Golden Tatiana forcing Cliffhanger to run all the way to the line and beat Outlaw King. So how good is this form? Well, you've got to believe it's top class form. So yes, Red Bomber was eye-catching on debut, could be anything. Outlaw King, going to be better this track and trip than he was last time, and he's shown terrific potential. Cliffhanger was purchased out of the Governor Yard, is now making its debut for JJF and Furin, so they obviously paid a lot of money to get this 2-year-old son at Canford Cliffs. But they're all chasing Lucky Lad, obviously, but is it as easy as that? We saw Jerusalem Rain win on Thursday, beating Sandringham Summit Obviously, two very nice horses. But, you know, when Sean Tarry says he's the one to beat, Richard Faree's ridden him every time. I'm glad they're drawn to, the same with Winter Cloud, and later on, Give Me a Prince. I'm glad they're drawn towards the stand side because they can, I don't believe that they'll be compromised, and at least they can stay out of trouble. So I'm going to be in the camp of number 11, Lucky Lad. Is the jackpot as get easy as it looks? You know, Winter Cloud, Lucky Lad, Princess Keller, Give Me a Prince. I mean, you know, we said earlier, it all looks too easy, races 5, 6, 7, and 8. Can they turn Lucky Lad over? Well, potentially, yes. Red Bomber, Outlaw King, Cliffhanger, those are the ones that you have to include if you're looking to get Lucky Lad turned over. But I think he's going to maintain his unbeaten record and give Sean Tarry the middle two legs of this carryover jackpot.
Yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to seeing Princess Keller in the next. But Lucky Lad, certainly the one to beat here, and he's looking to remain unbeaten and make it 4 from 4. I certainly think that Outlaw King will make him pick up his feet, and Outlaw King does have the course experience as well, and he's a horse that I don't think you can just ignore just yet. But it's a cracking race, the gold medallion over 1,200 meters. Looking forward to this contest, and let's see if Lucky Lad can make it 4 from 4.
I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.